Thank you.
Next, in just 8 days' time, Liverpool will take centre stage for the Eurovision Song Contest.
As many as 100,000 people will descend on Merseyside when it hosts the International Music Festival on behalf of war-torn Ukraine, who won last year's competition.
Well, festivities are really beginning to ramp up tonight with a huge parade making its way through the city.
We will have more on that in a moment, but first Andy Bonner reports on a city preparing for the limelight.
Stage is set. The guests are starting to arrive. It is a full week before the Eurovision final, but the buzz in Liverpool is already building.
With the Eurovision!
Hundreds of volunteers are now on hand to help with the expected tens of thousands of fans coming here. Amongst them, a Ukrainian journalist who fled to the northwest.
It just looks amazing, and obviously it's so great to see all the Ukrainian events being put out, or the Super Lamb banana being kind of painted in Ukrainian colours, and all the different foods and drinks that are being introduced in the Euro Village, but also in restaurants across Liverpool. It's just all looking amazing.
We're ready here in Liverpool.
At the M&S Bank Arena, the finishing touches are being put on the venue, which will host the live finals to a global audience of 160 million.
There's something very special about being in the UK. There's something very special about being in Liverpool, you know, arguably our home of music in the UK. So the city and the events seem to have come together beautifully.
It is the people who will make this Eurovision special. Today, children from Liverpool have been sharing their soaring dreams with youngsters in Ukraine by flying kites at exactly the same time. It is part of Eurofest, a series of cultural events already underway.
This thing, when you lose your home, can actually break your possibility to dream about something. And I think, you know, kids just can't live without dreams. They have to dream. And kids from the United Kingdom will remember that, you know, they had fun because of Ukraine.
Support of a more physical kind has come from Liverpool's churches. 3 vans full of supplies are leaving for the Ukrainian border, thanks to donations organised by the city's Catholic community.
I'm expecting it to be difficult, to have lots of mixed emotions, the joy and pleasure of kind of being linked with Eurovision and the hype and the joy around that, but also the fact that we are carrying aid to a country that's currently under, you know, a terrible conflict of no fault of their own. That is a war in Europe, and you know the message is that we're taking aid to them when really, you know, they should be celebrating and hosting the Eurovision Song Contest.
On Coronation Weekend, the bunting at Euro Club has more colours than just red, white and blue. Fans from 42 Eurovision fan clubs around the world will party here.
I'm so happy to see that Liverpool has really embraced the whole Eurovision thing. It's been quite a few years since a city has embraced it like Liverpool has done, so very good job, Liverpool. Eurovision has been kind of a joke in the UK for many years, but now it's not a joke anymore, it's only happy smiles.
And there were certainly smiles for fans arriving by train.
Hello, bonjour, privet. Yes, it is I, Graham Norton.
Passenger announcements coming from this year's Eurovision hosts at city centre stations and on Merseyrail trains.
The next station is Liverpool Central. A light here for all the Eurovision action.
So the journey has now begun. Final destination, Eurovision. Andy Bonner, ITV News, Liverpool.
I might get on a train just to hear Graham Norton talking to me. That parade is just about to start. Fingers crossed the rain will hold off and enjoy it if you're there.
Yeah.